What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? I'm back again doing some more Schmoedown reactions. And as I was trying to avoid last week, I still have 3 of them in a row that I need to watch. I mean, that's just the way it goes, I'm afraid. I missed out on the other matches when they came out. They just came out at very uncomfortable hours for me. Also, plus, daylight savings kind of messed me up. But I'm just gonna take life as it is, and that's my approach to life. So, obviously, right now, it's the Brendan Hanna versus Eric Zipper match, which is Inner Geek, though. That's why I have my green marker over here. And for this match, I hope Zipper destroys Bateman. I hope he finally shuts him up for good, because I really did not enjoy his character turn last season. But, I mean, hey, he's on the Stars now. He's under different management. Who knows? Maybe he decided to finally turn around. I wonder what's going to happen with that whole cutscene that happened in last year's Spectacular with Sabrina and Brendan, or Sabrendon, as I call them. I wonder if that's going anywhere, especially since they're both on different teams now. But we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. So yeah, I am very clearly on Eric Zipper's side. Not because I'm a fan of Zipper. I do think Zipper is the better competitor. I just really hate Brendan Hanna. But yeah, as I always do, I will also be participating. And let's watch the match and not listen to me jibber jabber about it. So here we go.
My guess is Cabrera. I know that DiMolanta has that accuracy. I know that he can do it too. And frankly, he's scarier.
For the Star Wars Championship of the World, the longest reigning movie trivia Schmoedown champion of all time, Alex the Demon Damon against Andrew the Hunter DiMolanta.
I know how intense he is. Yeah, I wouldn't mind breaking another record.
William Bibbiani, Paul Oyama in the undercard. That's an undercard match. All you gotta do is sign up to patreon.com/Schmoedown.
I gotta watch that one. I have it. I'll watch it.
Lacey Gilleran.
That's it!
It's gold leader.
Let's go!
17-11, Janine the Machine back on top.
I definitely got work to do. I promise you, if I ever get that wheel round, I'm going to get perfect round.
Next year is going to be the year of Brendan Hanna, of the Hitman.
Time that Batman and Superman team back up, it's about time to take out Thanos. Welcome to Swag, Eric Zipper.
Different universes, but okay.
Me, myself, and I. That's all I've got in the end. That's what I found out. And there ain't no need to cry, because I vow that from now on, I'm going to be my own best friend. Hey, Eric. Look, man. I've been going through it. I've been dealing with this crap with everybody else, with Chandru and Laura. You saw how they treated me at the pay-per-view, so just get it out of your system, all right? Whatever crap you got to say to me, whatever beef you're still holding because I brought you on the Swag, just let it out so that we can get over it and we can move on and function like adults, all right? So what's your grievance? Air it out. Just go ahead. Hurry up.
It's really good to see you, man.
What?
It is so good to see you. Honestly, I've missed hanging out with you. Like, world's finest, like, those were the days, man. When you drafted me, I was like, I don't know, at first I thought maybe it was like some revenge scheme, and then I was like, wait a minute, we're friends. Let's just be friends. So that's where I'm at, man. Like, I'm down. Like, I'm feeling good.
This isn't like a ploy? Like,
no, the done, like, I'm done being mean. I like smiling. I feel better when I, like, am happy. Who knew? So, you know, like, let's do that instead. I don't have time for games and tricks and insults. Like, let's just play this game, man.
We got this match against Hanna. Like, I'm not gonna get any pushback from you. We can just do the match and you'll answer the questions and you're not gonna be mean to me, because I don't know if my little heart can take anymore. So that's why I called this. You're good?
Yeah, man. I mean, as long as you don't have any hard feelings, I'm good. Like, look, I still got that cap shirt you gave me.
world's finest back at it.
We're back, baby.
We're back, baby.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another week of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. What a month it already has been. The start of Season 8. War is upon us, and we start again in the Inner Geekdom division, and we're going to see some of the really, really great players here today. You got the Z-Man, Eric Zipper, on a brand new faction, reuniting with his old pal Winston Marshall as he takes on the hitman Brandon Hanna, who is also with the new manager Roxy Stryer. Mark Ellis, this is going to be a battle. What are you thinking?
Well, Christian, I mean, you look at a competitor like Brandon Hanna, who's stuck in some dead-end mechanical engineering job when he wants to be a full-time movie trivia enthusiast. Here's the issue he's had, or at least last season, didn't really get along with the managers who were taking care of him. And so you just wonder, has he finally found himself a home on the Stars? We know how Zipper feels about his manager. Like you said, Winston Marshall, Team Swag, feels like the right fit for a Zipper. Both of these fellas feel like they can get to the top tier of Inner Geekdom competition and possibly wear a belt. They can take a huge step towards proving that a victory over either one of them is going to be impressive.
Well, it's so bizarre because, yeah, you're right. Hanna has not gotten along with anybody that he's paired up with. Him and Burnett never really spoke at all. Him and Knapsack clearly did not get along. If he works together well with Roxy Stryer, could be the kind of manager that he needs. He needs someone to really, to him, he doesn't think he needs any help. He thinks he's God's gift to the Inner Geekdom division. So you don't know what you're going to get with him. But Roxy deals with those types of personas all the time.
Yeah.
The Zipper situation, that's one that even shocked me, as you saw in the beginning, as this match began. I thought the same thing Winston did. I thought that Eric Zipper was going to come in there and start firing off at Winston the same way that Laura Kelly has been or that Chandru has been, because you rewind,
Chandru,
Winston and Eric Zipper came into the league as players together. Zipper turned his back on Winston, left, joined the dungeon, and then Winston called out he was going to destroy Zipper last season. And now they're buddies again. So I don't know. I don't think Winston was confused by it. I'm confused by it. Zipper seems to be skipping down the block with rainbows and sunshine. I don't know what he's been doing, but whatever he's doing, maybe it works for the IG and the way that he's looking at life.
And look, maybe it's our own bias because we saw Hanna single-handedly sort of destroy multiple relationships last year. Mm-hmm. And with Zipper, maybe we just give him the credibility of getting along with the manager. I don't know. And everybody's late to the stream. Nobody's watching us yet, Christian. Just between you and I, do you think that Hanna is actually going to be a malcontent again on the Stars? Or do you think he actually has made a house a home?
I would have to say that he's going to be a little bit more in line, one would think, because Roxy Stryer, Ken Knapsack was managing for the paycheck. He said it. You know, Roxy Stryer's doing it for the glory. Roxy Stryer wants to turn her players into champions. And if Hanna doesn't fit into that, Roxy Stryer's going to kick him to the curb. So I don't know. He's been traded before. Could it happen again? We're going to find out in just a bit. But there's been a lot of talk here. There's been a lot of back and forth between Roxy and Winston, who've done this dance many times. But we're not going to just talk about it. We're going to show you. Here we go.
We should have won because Grace was right. I could be one of the greats in this league. I think you're holding me back.
I told you when I started this, I have one goal in mind, and that's to destroy you. Well, my first round pick, they know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Eric Zipper. It's about time that Batman and Superman team back up. It's about time to take out Thanos. I gotta say, welcome to Swag, Eric Zipper.
here I am. I'm outside of the dungeon. There's a bunch of sunlight out here. Actually, one sec. Sorry. It's exciting in some ways. I'm back with Paul and with Haley and with Winston. But I just wish I could shake this feeling of it being like a trap.
And your winner, Alex the Demon!
For the last 2 years, it seems like I've been a stepping stone, a way for other players to achieve greatness on their way up the ladder. Now, Eric Zipper, it is your turn. It is your turn to be a footnote in the history that is Brandon Hanna, in the legacy that is the Hitman in the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Also on your Inner Geekdom roster, you have one of the worst people in the world.
None of you guys recognize Brandon Hanna for the absolute champion that he is about to become. He has shown major potential, but he has not had the right manager. And he's not had the ability to take his stardom to the next level. And I'm ready to make him a star. I saw that in the match against Alex Damon. And the difference in that match was that Alex had me.
Someone great once said, winners always want the ball when the game is on the line. But when the game is on the line, you can't win. You can't win unless you have heart. And heart is something that I've been lacking in this game since the moment I stepped foot in.
I'm an OG IG player. OG IG, weird. So I'm not scared of Brandon Hanna. The guy wears a suit and writes things down and talks all slow and says mean stuff. Whatever, man. I've got IG on lock. I'm not worried about it.
And guess what, Brandon Hanna? I'm not going anywhere. That's what it's like to have a loyal manager. A manager who sticks with their players. And you're going to be pretty easy to stick with because you're a winner.
I have a lot of amazing people in my corner this year. I have a beautiful siren in my corner this year, and I'm not going to let them down. This is Season 8. This is war. And it's a war I very much intend on winning.
How was that? It was pretty good, right?
We'll work on it.
Exactly what we thought. You remember that? You remember when Winston gave Roxy the L, and Roxy returned that L also in the season. They've gone back and forth for sure. Roxy had a great end to the season. Winston had an overall fantastic season. So, and Winston, as he's trying to get his house in order right now, it seems like that Zipper's on the same page. It seems like there's some other players that are on the same page. Clearly, some aren't. So, as Winston tries to figure out what's happening and keeping swag together, and I'm sure Brandon Hanna will make some kind of reference to that as well. But the point is, can Winston focus on this right now? Yes, he has to get his house in order, but can he focus on Zipper? Can he get Zipper the win? We're about to find out in just a second.
It's going to be a barn burner, partner. Looking forward to this one. Inner Geekdom is on fire already, so this is just elevating. This is like opening a pack of Taco Bell fire sauce back when they put the real spice in it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. 3 rounds in the Inner Geekdom division. Introducing first, representing Swag, with a record of 2 wins, 3 defeats, and 2 knockouts. This is Eric Zipper. The Zip is here. Look at that smile. That is not the sulking Zipper that we have seen in the past. You have gotten out of the dungeon and seen the light of Swag, it looks like. So tell me about this new attitude, man. What's going on?
It's like you said, man. It turns out all I needed was to like get out into the sunlight a little bit. You know, at first I was worried. I thought maybe Winston drafted me in some kind of like elaborate revenge scheme, but then I saw the way things went with Laura and with Chandru, and I just, life's too short for yelling and being mean to each other. You know, there was all this pressure for me to trash talk in the dungeon, But when I was with Winston, he handled that. And that's great. I got to just play trivia and have a good time. So that's why I'm here.
Well, it's good to see you smiling again, my friend. It is good to see you smiling again.
It certainly is. Look at that nice little grin. And Winston certainly passed his bet-making acumen on to his competitor here. Zipper, the question I have for you is Inner Geekdom's been expanded. Number of categories have never before been seen in this division. How does that affect your preparation, especially for someone as formidable as a Brandon Hanna?
Well, the important thing to remember when it comes to adding new movies is I love movies. So, yeah, let's answer questions about more movies. I don't know. It's just, movies are great. Questions about them are great. Everything's great.
Fair enough. I mean, you're making me smile, Zip. I like this new you. I got to be honest with you. I like the new Zip. All right, we're going to bring in your opponent. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
And his opponent, representing the Stars,
with a record of 3 wins, 3 defeats, and 1 knockout. He is Brandon the Hitman Hanna! Brandon the Hitman Hanna. Brandon, we haven't seen you in a little bit, and as we said beforehand, you went from the Den to the Droogs, and now you are with the Stars. What has it been in the off-season working with Roxy Stryer?
Thank you, Christian. You know, you're right. I am God's gift to Inner Geekdom. I mean, it's almost an embarrassment that I have to share the stage here today with Eric Zipper. I mean, he was a lot better under Kaiser. He's lost his edge. He's lost his nerve. And that's exactly what he's going to need to beat me today, which is what's not going to happen. And yes, I attribute a lot of that to myself, but also Roxy Stryer. I think I finally have a manager who gets me, who understands me, who sees my value, knows my worth, knows that I am a #1 first-round draft pick, and I'm here to play.
Christian, Brandon Hanna's hair rivaling that of Mark Yodi Riley for the best all time. But Brandon, the question at hand is simple. We saw some missteps from you in competition in Season 7, the new era. So how do you get back to that form? Christian introduced you. You got a knockout on the resume. How do you get more of those?
Sure. Well, you know, in the past, I've gone on and on about accuracy and how accurate I am, how great I am at answering questions. And I love accuracy. I still do. I'm a stats guy. But you know what? The only stat I care about anymore is wins and losses. And you're going to see a lot of wins.
All right. Well, listen, I will say that it looks like you've already stepped up. The bedroom is gone. You're in a nice little office there. That's very nice. You look very studious. And we're going to bring in your opponent. So good luck to you, Brandon. All right. So our competitors have arrived. Our Inner Geekdom battle is about to begin. Mark, tell us the rules of round number 1.
The rules of round number 1, gentlemen. This is Inner Geekdom, which means, yes, 10 questions. 2 more questions for Christian and I to mispronounce than a normal singles or teams match. Each question is still worth a point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing, at least not in round number 1. As soon as we ask the question, you get 15 seconds to get that answer onto the page, tablet, whatever you prefer to write on. Once we ask you by name or nickname, please show what you wrote to the camera at the same time you verbalize your attempt into the microphone. You each have 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. We used to call them JTI. You can say that as well. You need to buy yourself another 15 seconds to get that correct answer. You just want to milk the clock a little more. Use a JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge to be utilized at any point throughout the 3-round match. You may initiate the challenge. We'll bring in your manager. They'll confirm and ratify that said challenge is taking place. And Christian, those should go pretty smooth because I think both competitors currently getting along with their managers so far, knock on wood.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, so we start with Brandon Hanna. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Eric Zipper, are you ready?
Yeah, man. Let's do this.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! Round number 1, Jurassic Park. Ooh. In Jurassic Park 3, which 2 actors play exes Paul and Amanda Kirby that are trying to rescue their son?
You said Jurassic Park, and I got so excited. Then you said Jurassic Park 3, and I went,
good one.
I didn't mind that one as much.
I've actually never seen it. I should be fair.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
I gotta watch those movies again.
And 5, 4.
I don't
3,
think that's a round 1
2,
point, but okay.
1. Pens down, hands up, please. And Brandon Hanna.
It'll be William H. Macy and Taya Leone.
Correct. Zip.
William H. Macy and Taya Leone.
They both got it. And we see 1-1 as we get to question 2.
And that is in the category of Marvel. Notice I didn't say cinematic universe, just Marvel. Here's the question. In Iron Man, what is the name of the villainous organization that captures and uses Tony Stark's weapons?
And it's such a big thing for the factions this year because obviously each one of these is worth 3 big points, and every point counts.
These matches, not the questions.
Correct. 5.
That's an NCU question,
4,
but never mind.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, and Zip.
The 10 rings.
Yes. Hanna.
The 10 rings.
2-2. Question number 3. This is DC. Notice I didn't say DCEU. DC. In Aquaman, what nickname was David Kane's grandfather given for being a stealthy frogman in the Navy?
Here's a question, sure not get any comments. Christian, if I gave you your 20 most anticipated movies of the year, where would you have put the Snyder Cut of Justice League on there?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please. And Hanna.
Wasn't sure about this
Black
one.
Manta?
Hopper?
No. Zipper.
The Black Manta?
Manta is correct. That is correct.
Overthought
All right.
that one.
All right, 3-2. 3-2. And Zipper takes the first lead here as we get to the next one.
That's right. Hopper, of course, the gentleman who put that bomb on a bus in Speed. Your next query
And
for
Kevin
a point
Spacey's character
comes in
in
the
Bubba's
category
Life.
of graphic novel adaptations. And here it is. In what graphic novel adaptation will you find the character of Lorraine Broughton taking ice baths? Oh, sounds like my day-to-day. Hey, come do cryotherapy with me sometime. It's fun.
Well, one day.
Come on out.
I go like this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Pens down, please. Hands up. And we start with Zip.
Atomic Blonde.
Yes. And Mr. Head.
I forgot that was
Atomic Blonde.
They both got it. 4-3. 1
that was a
point.
graphic novel.
Zip has not missed yet. And we get to the next question. I'm going to see if you can figure out who said it. Which character says the following line? Spartans, ready your breakfast and eat hearty. For tonight,
we died in hell!
Christian, you know, I feel like most of us in the Schmoedown are about the same level of income, but this Hanna kid, he's got a fancy degree. He could be a millionaire, and we just don't know.
He certainly acts like one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Mr. Hanna.
Probably abysmal
King
spelling, but
Leonidas.
King Leonidas.
That works. And Zip.
I think I'm up with the same spelling. King Leonidas.
Also, that works. So there we go. 5.
That's also
4,
a graphic
5, 4.
novel, by the way.
And we get to our next question. Mark, question 6.
That works, says the disapproving teacher, Christian. Your next question is in the wizarding world. And it is. In Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Dumbledore mentions a mark that cannot be seen and lives in Harry's very skin. What is this mark?
I feel like I would get this one. I don't know if that's true. I'm looking at the answer.
I have no idea what the hell I just read.
I remember. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please. Pens down, hands up. And we start with Zip.
The Dark Mark.
That's incorrect. And Hanna.
Wasn't sure exactly what we're going for here. I put Voldemort / Harry's scar / that he's a Horcrux with really bad handwriting.
You can't put 3 answers down.
None of them are right. Doesn't matter.
His mother's love.
I can do whatever I want, Zip.
3. We're looking for, as the Beatles would say, all you need is love.
Love. Harry.
Da 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 da.
I don't get it either. I'm with the two gentlemen below me.
I remember that one. All right, here we go. Mixed bag. Which 2005 superhero film features performances by Michael N. Garano, Kelly Preston, Kurt Russell, and Mary Elizabeth Winstead?
I know this one. I know this one.
Did you ace this one too, Mr. Know-It-All?
No.
Been hanging out with that PJ Campbell kid too long.
Yeah, he gives me all the answers. 5, 4, 3,
Oops.
2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please, everybody. Hands up. And we start with Brandon Hanna.
Sky High.
High.
That would be correct. Zip.
Sky High.
Look at that. So they stay exactly where they were, and Zip keeps his lead by 1 as we get to our next question. Mark, this is question 8.
Yep, perfect movie to describe my current state of being. And we move on to dystopian future / time travel. This is a fun new category. And here it is for a point. Which actor played the character of Toe Cutter in Mad Max and returned to play the character of Immortan Joe in Mad Max Fury Road? And this is where the writers show their teeth.
Yes, it is. Ooh. I'm not even going to
I still love all the new categories. It really puts the competitors on their toes. 5, 4,
yeah, it does.
3, 2, 1. Hands down, hands up, please. And we start with Zip.
Witness me. Hugh Keys Burn.
Yes. And Hanna.
Didn't have it.
Didn't have it. So Zip takes a 2-point lead here. Zip taking a 2-point lead as we get to question 9. X-Men, as Mark likes to say. X-Men. In how many X-Men films has Halle Berry appeared in?
And it appears so far that Eric Zipper, he said he loves watching movies. I'm more of a book guy myself, but Zipper making good on his promise so far.
Movies are great.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Hanna.
4.
That's right. And Zip.
I said 3.
Oh, so Hanna gains a little bit there, as that was the correct answer. You got X-Men 1, 2, 3, and Days of Future Past. So, all right, here is the next question, Mark. This is question number 10. This is the last one.
That announcer's curse alive and well so far in Season 8. Question 10. It's in the category of animated movies drawn by hand on a computer, stop motion. Here's the query for a point. Which actress voices Barbara Gordon in the Lego Batman movie?
Now, Mark, this one I absolutely would have gotten wrong.
I have a feeling that your daughter would have gotten this right. Didn't we see it with her?
We did, I think. 5.
I was her
4, 3.
Can you use a
2.
repeat on that, please?
First one for Brandon Hanna. There you go.
All right. 2 JTI rules left, and here it is.
Oh.
Animated movies. Which actress voices Barbara Gordon in the Lego Batman movie?
I love that movie.
You ever have any other initials? It was just intern to engineer?
No, that was it. I don't even know what his real name is. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please. And Brandon Hanna.
I think I got my characters mixed up. Mariah Carey.
Sokatano.
Correct. Zip.
Himself.
Rosario
Dawson.
Yes.
That's it.
Mariah
Zipper
Carey was the mayor.
having a great round. Only missed 2 there. Hanna started off a little slow as we see ourselves 8-6. Zipper taking a 2-point lead. All right. So now we're going to get into the wheel round. Mark, how's that work?
Round and round the wheel goes, and some new Intergeekdom categories lurk within. It's the Wheel of Fate, Doom, Justice, all that good stuff. Once you settle on a category, you're going to hear 5 questions in that particular realm. Questions are only to you. However, stealing is available in round number 2. So if you're not sure of the answer, you can ask us for multiple choice. Normally, the question is worth 2 points. You ask for multiple choice, it goes down to 1. We give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. Christian, Eric Zipper, very impressive round number 1. He has the right now, as he enjoys a 2-point advantage over Hanna, to declare whether he wants to spin first or defer to his opponent.
You know, I'm having a lot of fun, but I defer. Let's let Brandon go first. Seems like the nice thing to do.
60 seconds, Roxy, starting now.
Brandon, I'm going to talk dirty to you for a second. Math. Here's what we know. The statistics. We know what we know going into this. You had a first round that was okay. We know that his second round is probably going to be trash and yours is going to be great. We know what we're looking for on this wheel. We have an absolute game of attack here and a plan, and I know that this is still going to go your way. I hope that you are not in any way, shape, or form shook right now, because there's zero need to be. This is still 1,000% your match. So let's spin the wheel, see what we get, and do that math thing you like to do.
Yeah, you know, I overthought a couple questions. A couple questions were actors that I literally read on paper today and couldn't pull.
It's been a minute.
That's in the past.
But we're back because this is round 2.
Round 2 is a whole other game.
I don't care about round 1, and neither will the end result of this game.
And the spin
We shall see.
In. All right, so the way it's going to work is obviously if Brandon lands on something he doesn't like, he can spin again. Unless he lands on opponent's choice, then he's going to have to take whatever Zip gives him. Here it is. Graphic novels. Graphic novels. 60 seconds, Rocks, to decide if you want to keep it.
I think we know what we're doing here, but you let me know how you're feeling about this.
Yeah, I think it's just as we talked about. Let's spin again on this one.
Yep, let's do it. Whatever we land on, though, you've got this. 100%. You can navigate yourself through anything. No steals. Let's go.
All right, so now the spin is in. Whatever Brandon hits, he's got to keep. And here it is.
They're working well so far, Christian.
So far.
You're in this round right now. You're in round 2. Mentally, you're here.
It's back to graphic novels.
It was meant to be. It was meant to be.
All right, so now Hanna and Zipper are back. All right, Hanna, you're going to get 5 questions in the realm of graphic novels. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Which actor plays a gangster named Carl Fogarty in A History of Violence?
I'm going to go a multiple choice on that one.
Is it A, William Hurt, B, Stephen McHattie, C, Ed Harris, D, Syrian Hines?
I think it's William Hurt, but I'm not too sure of that. But that was my answer before you had the multiple choice.
Kieran Hines is incorrect. Zip, which actor plays a gangster named Carl Fogarty in A History of Violence? Is it A, William Hurt, B, Stephen McHattie, C, Ed Harris, D, Kieran Hines?
He's great in this movie. It's Ed Harris.
That's correct for a 1-point steal. All right.
I knew he was in the movie, though.
Who plays the character of Dwight in Sin City?
Is that the Bruce Willis character? I don't think it's the Mickey Rourke.
For 2 points.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Ignore
What
me.
graphic novel adaptation begins with the lines, "There are many stories about Michael Sullivan. Some say he was a decent man"?
Road to Perdition.
Yes. And for your for 4th question. In Scott Pilgrim versus the World, Scott and his girlfriend, Knives, talk about what club that she belongs to at school.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, the Glee Club, B, the Film Club, C, the Chess Club, D, the Yearbook Club?
It's the Yearbook Club, I think.
Chess Club.
It's incorrect. Zip for the steal. In Scott Pilgrim versus the World, Scott and his girlfriend Knives talk about what club that she belongs to at school. Is it A, Glee Club, B, Film Club, C, Chess Club, D, Yearbook Club?
I believe it's the Film Club.
It's incorrect. Looking for the Yearbook Club.
Yes,
Yearbook
I remember
Club.
that
so
part.
the 5th and final question here. Here you go. Which actress plays the character of Ella Swenson in Cowboys and Aliens?
Oof, that's a movie.
Go multiple choice.
Is it A, Abigail Spencer, B, Olivia Wilde, C, Olivia Munn, D, Gwyneth Paltrow?
Olivia Munn.
Olivia Wilde.
For 1 point. That is correct.
Okay,
so
wrong Olivia.
navigated, didn't lose too many points in the steal
Olivia
there, and got
was in
himself
that
a
movie,
2-point lead. It is now 11-9. Zip could have a nice round here if he gets something favorable.
That was a great. Excuse me. Hold on. Whew, sorry about that. That was a great first round, man. And my life broken. All right. Anyway, great job. I'm proud of you, bro. Like,
thanks, man.
Do it. Let's just spin it. I don't even really have anything to say right now. There's like, I don't need to pump you up. You're killing it, you know.
Yeah, so. Man, I'm having a great time. This is, it feels right, so let's just keep the train rolling.
Okay. Just promise me you're not going to take your shirt off and throw it at me if things go sideways.
I promise if I take my shirt off, I will not throw it at you through the computer.
I don't know if I trust that.
And here is the spin. Same thing for Zip. Gonna land on something he doesn't. If he doesn't like, he can spin again. Unless it lands on opponent's choice, then Brandon and Hanna will decide what Zip will answer. Ooh,
No!
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Wow.
That's exactly what's going to happen. All right, Roxy, 60 seconds to decide with Brandon what you want to give Zip.
Since we already know exactly what we're giving him, I'm going to remind you this. Take your time with these steals. This is going to be your round right now. I want you getting more points in this round than he does, and I know that you can do that. You are not on his time right now. You have no pressure from him right now. It's coming from within you. You've got this. This is yours, and I need you to believe that. And the wheel right now is like, okay, here's a little nod to you, Brandon Hanna. You deserve this one. You've been at this for a really long time. You're one of the best players to ever play in IG, and we're going to prove it right now.
All right, I'm 100% on board, Roxy. We're still in this, and we're going to go with DC.
More than in this. More than in this. You got it.
All right, Zipper is back. So now we are going to give 5 questions, Mark, in the realm of DC films.
Zipper's good in DC, I think.
DC movies stands for District of Columbia. I read that wrong. 2 points for your first, your final, and every question therein. 5 questions total. Here we go. In what 1980s DC film will you hear the line, "Everything's a dream when you're alone"?
Huh.
Let me go multiple choice on that one.
I will allow that. Your 4 options for a point. Is it A, Swamp Thing, B, Superman 2, C, Return of the Swamp Thing, or D, Batman?
It's either Swamp Thing or Return of the Swamp Thing. I'm going with Swamp Thing also.
Is correct for 1 point.
Ooh, okay.
Moving on to your next
I knew
question.
It was one of the Swamp Things.
The world of DC.
Wasn't sure which one.
Jimmy Hayward directed Josh Brolin in what DC film?
Jonah Hex.
Jonah Hex, yeah.
One of Christian's favorites of that year.
It's actually not that bad.
Move on to your next question. This is your 3rd of 5. The category of DC. In Green Lantern, what is the name of the Green Lantern who crashed to Earth after being mortally wounded and whose power ring chose Hal Jordan to be his replacement?
Abin Sur.
Sure, for 2 points. And
that's a comic
Zipper
book
rolling
question,
through
though.
this round so far. We move to your penultimate question. In the category of DC. In what DC film will you hear the line, "You're right, we're born capable of terrible things, but then sometimes something else comes along and gives us just the right nudge"?
That's a good one.
You had to go and give me 2 Who Said It's in the category of DC. Let's go multiple.
We can do that. Your 4 options for a point. Is it A, Swamp Thing, B, Batman Forever, C, Constantine, or D, Jonah Hex?
It's Constantine, I think. Definitely not Jonah Hex. I think it's Constantine when he's talking to Lucifer.
Okay, we'll do that once without using
Definitely
a
not
JT. Oh, you want the whole
question? Yeah.
The whole question, and that if I get a repeat of the question, that includes the multiple choices.
Yes,
right?
yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Cool.
See the Swamp Thing or
And that
Constantine, but
JTE rule yields. In what
betting
DC
on
film will you
Constantine.
hear the line, "You're right, we're born capable of terrible things, but then sometimes something else comes along and gives us just the right nudge"? Your options for a point. Is it A, Swamp Thing, B, Batman Forever, C, Constantine, or D, Jonah Hex?
I think it's Constantine from the talking to the angels.
Constantine.
He's got 2 JT rules left, and he also has a point, Christian.
All right, so here is the 4th question, I believe. 4th question.
It's the final question.
All right, final question. Final question. There we go. Okay, here it is.
If you want to give me more, I'm having fun. So
More points for him.
I'm about done with DC movies, personally, but we get one more question, and here it is. Zipper, what is Cyborg's full real name, first and last, in Justice League?
Victor Stone.
Victor Stone.
It's a cool sounding football player name, and that is correct for 2 more points. And Christian, Brandon did his best saddling Zipper with a category that he wasn't sure he was comfortable in. Brandon is comfortable. He never got a steal opportunity.
All right, so Zip goes up by 6. That is a massive lead going into the third and final round. And we are going to get the rules of round number 3. Mark, what are they?
Oh, yeah, I'll do these again. Round number 3. We need 3 numbers from each competitor. These numbers may range from 1 to 16. You may not pick the same integers as your opponent. Why is that? Well, because each one corresponds to a unique category. Movie trivia, Schmoedown, inner geekdom know-how. Your first question, to you and only you, there's no penalty for missing a question, there's no stealing in round 3, is worth 2 points. Then your second question is going to be worth 3 points. Your final one, should we make it that far, is worth 5 meaty points. And Christian, once again, we go to Eric Zipper first. It's a 6-point lead for you, Sir Zipper, and because of that, you have the option to give us your 3 lucky numbers first. From 1 to 16, what feels fortunate?
Do we not bring the managers in here anymore?
You will, but after you pick the numbers.
Oh, I used to like letting them pick for me. Okay. Well, in that case, it's 1 to 16. Let's go with 14, 9, and 5.
14, 9, and 5 for Zip and for Hannah.
4, 8, and 15.
4, 8, and 15. 60 seconds to talk to Zip starting now.
It's like they didn't even do any homework.
I know, man.
Bro, do you not remember this? And in the back end, I said like this, and then we beat Trek. You remember that? Like, and you used to wear the Superman thing. We came in the Justice League team. Like, that's wild, son.
But I don't like DC. I don't know. Whatever.
It's fine. First of all, I gotta say, man, those are some swaggy numbers. Those are some swaggy numbers. Those numbers that Hannah picked, I don't like those numbers. Those are bad numbers. So either way, man, look, you got 2 JTs. You got a challenge. He is one of the most accurate Inner Geekdom players that's ever played. So knowing that, don't sleep on anything. Don't rest on your laurels just because we have a 6-point lead. He can make a comeback, but you are rolling so hard. I'm chilling, man. I would have got a.
All right, that's we got 2 seconds left here, Winston. So is that all right, guys?
2, 1, 0. All right, go have fun, man.
I don't even have time to address the fact that Winston just stole sexy numbers and made it swaggy numbers because he is a. Anyway, Brandon, you're a fan of Schmoedown, right? You're a big fan. You've watched enough matches, to know this happens all of the time where they get really cocky and overly confident, and guess what? This is absolutely still in your grasp. If you're feeling otherwise right now, then you're forgetting the fact that you're a fan of this league who knows how many times huge comebacks take place, bigger than 6-point comebacks. It is very possible that he misses all 3 of these questions right now. So let's do everything we can. Let's answer all of our questions. Let's make sure that we bring this home. You've got this. The knowledge is in there. Whatever happened before, start a new game right now. Shake it off. I'm serious, though. Because if you're in there, you're not going to be able to pull. And I know you know the answers to these. I know you've got it.
10 seconds.
I'm going to pull all 3. I got to. So let's get it done.
You have to, so you will. Let's go.
Okay, so we are going to start Brandon and Hannah, who's going to try to avoid the TKO here. All right, Brandon, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here you go. For your first category, you chose category 4. It's going to put you in the realm of mixed bag. Mixed bag for your 2-pointer. Here you go. Okay. Which X-Men film begins with the quote, "Mutants, since the discovery of their existence, they have been regarded with fear, suspicion, often hatred"?
The first one, X-Men 1 in 2000.
X-Men.
Looking for X-Men 2, X-Men United. Famous quote from that one.
You gotta hit this next one, Christian.
Gotta hit it, or we're looking at a TKO and a -1 for, or a -1 for Roxy. And here we go. Here is the question. Brandon, you have category 8. Heroes. Heroes. Okay. All right. Of the MCU solo films that have sequels, only one character's movies have all been helmed by different directors. Which character is that?
Thor. So far.
That would be Thor.
That is correct. So Brandon Hanna stays alive, and he needs the 5 in order to avoid the TKO and drop it back to Zipper.
That's a great question.
All right. So, Hanna, you chose category 15. If Winston was here, we'd hear him yell because you got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for your 5-point question. It's category 15. All right.
T-U-R-T-L-E power. T-U-R-T-L-E power.
In Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Out of the Shadows, the film begins with the Turtles attending a basketball game for which team?
That'd be the New York
New
Knicks.
York Lakers.
Wow, easy one. 5 points there as he got it quick, and it bounces back to.
I don't know sports! What do you want from me?
Bounces back to Zipper, and we now see Zipper, who is going to hit a 2-point. Who's now going to hit a 2-point. All right.
He's going to attempt to hit it 2-point.
No, he was right the first time. I'm going to hit it.
Okay. And it could have been seen a Brooklyn Nets game. Who knows? Zipper, you chose number 14 for your 2-point question, which could tie the match if you get it right. That is in the category of Indiana Jones films.
Okay.
And here it is for the tie. Who plays Marion Ravenwood in Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Oh, Karen Allen.
We're
All
tied.
right, so we're tied up here. So Brandon Hanna, who hit his 5, so Zipper just needs to hit his 3. Zipper hits his 3. He gets the victory. So this is it. Here we go. Mark, he chose category 9.
This is it. Zipper misses. He still gets his 5-pointer. Here it is. Your category is Jurassic Park movies.
Okay.
And it is. In the film Jurassic Park, when Dennis Nedry is first introduced, he is in what capital city in Costa Rica?
I don't even know Costa Rican cities.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Doesn't have it. It's also a city in California, San Jose.
San Jose. All right, so here's where we stand. If Zipper hits his 5-pointer, he wins the game. However, if he misses, we go to sudden death. Mark, he chose category number 5.
He did, Christian. It's interesting because we've talked about this category a number of times in today's match already. That would be graphic novels. Or more accurately, graphic novel adaptations. I'm actually going to ask you to read anything for this show. Here's the question for 5 points and the win. You miss it, we go to sudden death overtime. Eric, in the world of graphic novel adaptations, which graphic novel adaptation ends with the line, "No one will ever forget that night and what it meant for this country, but I will never forget the man and what he meant to me"?
V for Vendetta!
Who said it? 5-pointer again, basically. Another quote.
3.
Give me a repeat.
Second one.
Okay, you have one remaining.
Movie, not the person.
Which graphic novel adaptation ends with the line, "No one will ever forget that night and what it meant for this country, but I will never forget the man and what he meant to me"?
V for Vendetta, Zipper. Come on, V. Come on, man. You got it. Beat this guy.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat.
Last one.
All right, for 5 points and the win. Which graphic novel adaptation ends with the line, "No one will ever forget that night and what it meant for this country, but I will never forget the man and what he meant to me"?
$300.
Is incorrect. Looking for V for Vendetta.
V for Vendetta.
All right, so we see ourselves now in sudden death. Sudden death. It is one of the first ones of the season. Sudden death. Mark, how do the rules of sudden death go?
We all take a breath because what a match it's been so far in sudden death. It's going to feel a little bit like round one, except the stakes are much, much higher. Eric, if you cannot rip your homework up before I'm done reading the rules, thank you so much. Each question is worth a point, so that's easy. Feels like round one. We're going to ask you the question to the field. So both competitors hear the question. You write down your best attempt at an answer. You have 15 seconds to do that. Just like round number one, here's where the sudden death comes into play. If both competitors get the question right, which will be from a random category we're not telling you in advance, then we'll move on to the next question. If both competitors miss that question, we'll move on to the next question. If a competitor gets the question right and their opponent misses it, the correct answer or is the winner of the match. Christian, it does not get more tense than this. This is what you and I are built for.
And a reminder to both competitors once again that you both get 1 JTE during this speed round. All right, Roxy, 60 seconds starting now.
They've been mean. They've been mean all match, and they've been cocky, and they've been doing this whole we're so happy and we watch a lot of movies. You watch more movies. You are more deserving of this. This is a new game. Think about this as round one all over again. I'm telling you that 10 out of 11 times you crush him in round one. The first part of this, you didn't. There's no way this is not yours. I know that a lot's going through your head right now, and we can talk about all of that later, but this is the time. You have the knowledge. You are going to be a champion, and we have to get through this match first. Clear your mind, pull those answers. Don't leave a single thing blank, even if you have to guess, and take your time, as much time as you can. You've got this, Brandon. I know you do. I hope you know it too.
5 seconds.
You're right. I mean, like I said in the beginning of the match, I don't care about accuracy anymore. I just played the least accurate game of my life, but I'm going to bring home the win.
You're going to win.
Man,
60 seconds.
What does it tell you that they think being happy and talking about how much we love movies is being mean? Like, what?
Just so mean, apparently. But
we're so mean.
Let me give you a little pep talk real quick. Do you remember when we used to be in Haynes' dormitorium and we would sit there for 4, 5, 6 hours at a time just playing Smash Brothers, just rotating between Marth and Fox and Ganondorf just over and over and over again? So this is one of those similar situations where it's like we're on Final Destination. It's 1 stock left. Everybody over 100 damage. So do what you do best, man. Take your time, look for your moment to strike, and then do it. So just knock them out. So remember that it's all about that final smash attack. So what you got here is your 1 JTE. Use it if you need it. Don't be worried about trying to save it because any question changes this game. All right? So take your time, brother. I believe in you. There's a reason why I drafted you first.
All right. So we have the competitors in. Brandon, are you ready to start sudden death?
I'm ready.
And Zip, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Here we go. All right, guys.
Sudden
Question
death.
number 1. In what year was Conquest of the Planet of the Apes released?
If it's the right one
sorry,
I'm thinking
my Sharpie's
of.
dying. Can do I have to use my repeat to get a new Sharpie?
Just use it. That's
No, we'll ask you first. We're going to ask him first.
Go ahead. Just do it. Write it down quick.
Okay.
You have 5 extra seconds.
If it's the one I'm thinking of,
5.
and it's the last
4,
one, I think
3.
I know this.
All right. Gonna start with Zip. What do you got?
1972.
And Hannah, what do you got?
1972.
Both correct.
Okay.
All right. Here's
So it wasn't the one I was thinking
question. Next question, Mark.
That's the third
All
one, I
right.
think.
For another point, a giant point, here it is. The question. The characters of Spacker Dave and Howard Saint appear in what 2004 Marvel film?
Yeah, I should know this. Come on. Why did it took me so long?
And 5, 4, 3.
Can I get a repeat of that?
Yeah,
Should have
first
pulled
one.
it off the.
And
Well, as soon
only
as you
one
said the
in
first one,
sudden
but-
death. The characters of Spacker Dave and Howard Saint appear in what 2004 Marvel film?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Pens down, please. And we start with Brendan Hanna.
Punisher.
And Zip.
The Punisher.
That is correct.
Wait, is
All
the
right.
Punisher the
Question 3?
95 one?
Question 3. Here we go.
Wait a minute.
All right, guys.
I think Punisher with no the is the one that
All right.
is the correct answer, but
Who plays
What's the point?
the Penguin in Batman the movie?
oh,
Feel that tension, Christian. That's overtime.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Brandon Hanna.
Burgess Meredith.
Burgess Meredith.
And Zip.
Burgess Meredith.
Correct. All right, next question. Next question.
All right, gentlemen. 4 point. Jonah Hill voices which DC superhero in the Lego Batman movie?
This is gonna go on for a while now, I think.
Still a JT rule left for Zipper, none for Hannah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, Zip.
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern.
And Hannah.
Green Lantern.
Correct on both. All right, so back and forth. Back and forth we go here. And here is the next one. Here we go. All right. How many Superman movies did Richard Lester direct? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Hannah.
2.
Zip.
2.
Correct. Wow. All right. So back and forth, and now we get to the next one. Mark.
That's right. Just same as always. 1 point is on the line here with this question. Brandon Hanna out of JTE rules. Eric Zipper still has 1 remaining. And your question. Who plays the villain Don Rafael Montello in The Mask of Zorro?
Five, 4,
Well,
3, 2, 1. Hands down, hands up,
I need to
please,
watch
and
this
Zip.
one.
Andy Garcia.
And Hannah.
I know it's not right, Anthony Hopkins.
That's what I was going to
Oh,
answer.
you're both wrong. It's Stuart Wilson.
Looking for
Okay,
Stuart
never
Wilson.
mind.
All right, so we're going to keep moving on. Here's the next one.
We had a chance to end it, Christian.
Almost. It was almost, but it didn't happen. All right, here is the next one.
This is such a great
All right.
match.
Okay. In how many X-Men films did Jennifer Lawrence appear as Raven/Mystique?
Rapidly becoming one of the better inner geekdom matches of all time.
Really? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brandon Hanna.
4.
Zip.
4.
We keep on going. That's both correct, guys.
I have to pee so bad.
Here's the next one. Mark.
If y'all get to 10 questions, maybe we'll give you a pee break. We'll think about it. Here we go. Your next question for a point. In Transformers from 2007, Sam Witwicky and Michaela Barnes have been in the same school since what grade?
Oh, this is a tough one, but it's a good one.
Look at the joy on Christian's face.
But this is a tough one. This could do it. This could do it. And 5, 4, 3.
I think I got it.
1. Pens down and Zip.
First.
And Hanna.
Total guess. 6th grade.
You morons! No, it is 1st grade.
First
yes,
grade.
I got
All
it.
right. So we
It's
keep
always
on
a joke
going.
when you get a question that they both miss.
This match is a barn burner.
So I do remember that
here
line.
is the next question. Next question. Here you go.
I'm having fun.
Okay. In the Hobbit films, what is the name of the hedgehog that Radagast finds dying and magics back to health?
Oops.
This is the 9th question of overtime.
I was wondering if that question's ever going to come up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. And Brandon, Hanna?
Sebastian.
And Zip?
I said Patrick.
And
Oh,
your Brandon the Hitman!
Holy crap.
Hanna! What a comeback by Hanna.
Holy
and
shit.
he's got to do it with 9 questions in sudden death. But oh my God, what a match. And Hanna comes back after being down by 6 or 7, whatever he was down by, comes back. Roxy is about to fall off of her chair. Hanna does
I'm not in the chair anymore. I left the whole chair. I'm not in the chair anymore.
There is no chair.
Well,
the
I'm
chair
sure
is
Jen Sturgeon's
gone.
gonna have a lot of questions for you guys, and Hanna can barely keep it together. Look at him. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, that
That's
went
my
from
score.
being, it looked like it was all over, toast, to Brandon Hanna coming back, and a miracle comeback as he does it in 8 or not, was it 9 questions into sudden death? So
And he missed
9 questions into sudden death. I haven't seen a member of the Schmoedown family have to pee that bad since I was between matches 4 and 5 at the Spectacular when it was live. Christian, what we just witnessed was an amazing display, a wealth of knowledge in a variety of categories in the world of inner geekdom from both Brandon Hanna and Eric Zipper. There are no moral winners or losers here, but unfortunately, all people are going to look at when they think back on this match is that it was Brandon Hanna who came out with the victory in an epic comeback fashion.
All right, well, Jen Sturger is with an elated Roxy Stryer and Brandon the Hitman Hanna, who actually had a smile on his face. Didn't look like that cocky Hitman that we've seen. As Jen, let's see what happens here. Take it away.
Roxy, can you get in frame for the love of God? Are you okay? Were you on the floor?
I'm on the floor. I am on the floor. I go to Brandon first.
Listen, this was one of those matches that I felt like we both needed that extra strength deodorant, you know, strong enough for a man, made for an IG match. Like, that's what we needed, girl. Congratulations, Brandon, on an amazing match. How are you feeling right now? Do you need to pee also? Like, we can take a second if you need some time.
No, I don't need to pee. I'm all good. No, I feel this is incredible. I honestly, like, I thought I had this match lost in the first round, but it just goes to what I've said twice already. I don't give a crap about accuracy anymore. I'm here to win. I'm going to find a way to win. And thanks to Roxy right now, that's what I was able to do.
Roxy, you were really championing him that entire match. Tell me how you were talking him out of his head, because listen, we all saw it on his face. That was a good managing there.
The thing is, he's so incredible, but any player, I don't care who you are, who has a round one where that's what happens, you're gonna feel shook, because when you come back and it's his first match of the year and we're coming out in IG and we're like, we are the champions, we are going to take this belt this year, and that's round one, which could happen to any person, any single person that could happen to. You're obviously gonna feel shook, and I didn't, because I believe in him, and in those moments as a manager, you have to believe in him more than he believes in himself. And
did the new categories, you think, throw him off at all? I mean, Brandon, you can speak for yourself, obviously.
Yeah, what do you think?
I don't think they entirely threw me off. No, in round 1, I missed 4 questions. 2 of them were actors. I literally read on a study sheet today and just couldn't pull in the moment. Like it's been a rough week, so it's been, you know, it's hard to do what you got to do for the Schmoedown. Sometimes it's hard to recall information due to stress or whatever, but I was able to find a way. And then there was just 2 times where I completely overthought the question. Like, it was round 1. Obviously, the answer is a manta for the black manta. But when you overthink it, you're like, wait, did his dad have a more different nickname that's more of a deep cut that I can't pull right now? So you can't do that and get away with winning. But I found a way to do that, and I'm really happy, obviously. You know, all credit to Zipper, 9-round sudden death. This was a legendary Inner Geekdom match. But you know what, Zip? Losers are going to lose. And I'll tell you what, if you want another shot at me, we can try it in the singles division, and you could try your luck there, because that's maybe a little more your playground if you're feeling lucky.
Oh, okay. Well, looks like you will get Parker next, though, in Inner Geekdom. Do you feel like, you know, there's anything that you can take away from this match that you're going to brush up on between those 2 matches, or are you just ready to go?
Yeah, you know, I'm ready to play Robert Parker. There was some weird speculation, Schmoedown backstage, other shows, that I was afraid to play him last season, and that's simply not the case. I've been waiting to play Robert Parker for a very long time. So if that's the case, I'm absolutely ready to take him down. He's not the phenom that we all thought he was. And you know, I've got a manager in my corner, Roxy. But you know what, Roxy? I can't get this out of my head. I've got to say this to you. Thank you.
Yeah. No, you're welcome. Thank you for pulling out the W for the Stars today. I mean, that was nice. Thank you for saying that. And you took this game from something that could have been a -1 point for us, and brought home the points. And I also don't care about accuracy, so we have that in common. You did it today, and that's what matters.
Congratulations to the both of you. Roxy, you are off to an amazing start this season, and I just think if this isn't already off to Manager of the Year type status, I don't know what is.
I don't know, Jen. Oh my God, does Manager of the Year have a heart attack? Because
I think it's in the resume for sure. Well, congratulations, guys. Best of luck in the future.
Thanks, Jen.
I mean, obvious. You have a very, very happy, and you can see the stress that was going through Roxy Stryer. It just took it out of her. She was all hyped up, and then it was, as she was, you could tell it. People can't see, she was falling off the chair. It was a big match there, and Zip played phenomenal. And even in that, getting all the way through to the sudden death that he did, his game has proved tremendously. And Brandon even said it. Brandon didn't look good in those first couple rounds, but he got himself back together. He was able to figure it out, and he did it, and he stuck through, and he got through that sudden death, and he pulled out the victory. But Jen said it best, and he's going to have to work a little bit more, because Parker's for real. Parker's for real. So I think if Hannah's able to buckle down, study up, maybe he can take on Parker, and we'll see. But I also don't think it's the end of Zip. I think Zip's got a lot. He's got a lot left.
Zip, plenty of life in him. It's the best we've ever seen Eric Zipper. Just happened to be in a losing cause because there were 9 overtime questions. And as far as Brandon Hanna goes, Christian, you're right. It took that beautiful mind a minute to get warmed up. Maybe it was busy talking to Paul Bettany, his imaginary friend, but he got locked in. And now Roxy Stryer gets to enjoy the true roller coaster of managing a wonderkind like a Brandon Hanna is. You get so high, you get so low, and then he pulls a stunt like what he just did with Jen Sturger, and where you think he's throwing a curveball, is it a fastball? It's not going to ease up for the Stars and Brandon Hanna this season, but it was sure as hell entertaining for us to watch.
Well, we're going to get, look, Zipper and Winston have always been entertaining together. It's nice to see them back together. I'm sure that they both would have liked to come back together in their first match with a win, but nonetheless, I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of fun moments here from Winston and Zip with Jen. Take it away,
guys. Are you a Winston? Put some clothes on.
it just got so hot in here. Like 9 rounds, 9. Like I just,
9.
I'm like,
listen, you and Gucci are competing for nipple of the year. I get it, but this is a family program.
Cleavage, but no nips. Okay, there's like I'm being classy about this. Gucci puts his shirt on.
Guys, how crazy was that match for real?
That was crazy. I will say though, that was definitely the most fun I've ever had losing a match. Right? Like that was wild.
And it's funny because I can actually believe you when you say that. There's so many times when I meet you backstage, if you've had a loss, and you are one of those players that truly takes their losses to heart. Yeah. And you're like, that was a fun back and forth that could have gone either way, and it just didn't go your way today, bud.
Yeah, sometimes after my matches, I can be a bit of a sad boy, but at this time, I don't feel like there's anything to feel ashamed of. Like, it's I'm having a hard time putting it into words. My accuracy has only gone up with each match, right? And that's not stopping. So let's do this again. People saw today how I can play. I'm gonna do it again next time. That's just a fact.
So about that challenge in singles, does that mean that you're taking it, or?
Look, if Brandon wants to play me in singles,
say it with a straight face.
If he wants to play me in singles, yeah, okay, I'll kick his,
You can say ass.
Okay, I'll kick his ass in singles.
Ass.
I'm 2-2, so maybe he wants to get a win under his belt first, just to prove that he's not completely barking up the wrong tree. But yeah, man, sure, okay.
It just, the funny thing about that is that Brandon Hanna is a formidable opponent. I will give him credit. I will clearly Roxy is the actual Scarlet Witch. I don't know what chaos probability hex ass magic she used to somehow make this a 9 sudden death match. I guess I'll never again. As a matter of fact, you know what it is, and maybe that's my fault since I said the swaggy numbers, which is hilarious to me. You picked the number 9. So I guess that's why she got so angry, is that 9 turned into the number of rounds. I see what she's doing here. They like math. It's whatever. My point is this. Look, man, Brandon Hanna, you are formidable as hell. And I will say that this is the stronger of the two. But if we gave you this much trouble in Inner Geekdom, what the hell you think will happen in singles, bruh? But bring it. I'm about it. I want to see this. I want to see it. You know what? Play me first. Christian's not gonna let me, but play me in singles, son. And then you can play Eric. How about that?
I don't know if we can do the whole player coach thing, but we'll run it by, the powers that be. I gotta say this though, Winston, Swag is kind of having some struggles out of the gate in Inner Geekdom. How are we gonna turn this around? You host the Inner Geekdom show!
I find that question laughable. First of all, did you see the score? 25 points, 9 rounds of sudden death. Ridiculous. Also, Chandru struggled. I mean, we got beef, but as far as his play, he tied the record. The only way that Mara took the belt is because she happened to then break the record. He dropped 2 questions. What kind of silly comment is that? No offense to you, Jen. I know you didn't come up with the question. Some idiot must have wrote it behind the scenes. So I'm gonna tell you this. We will continue to do IG, because that's what we do. And I'm sorry that people think that we're stumbling out of the start, but it is what it is. You know what? You don't win 100% of the time. It's not what happens. Not a single person.
The season
not
started
a Dan
less than a month
not
ago.
an Adam Collins, not a Kevin Smets, not a Chandru, not a nobody. Nobody wins 100% of the time. So do we start off rough? Sure. But guess what we're gonna do? Finish strong like we always do.
Zip Hannah's going to be facing, your former faction member, Parker. Do you have any advice for him or words of wisdom going forward?
Yeah, having, worked with Parker and studied with Parker, I think the advice that I would have for Brandon is to just prepare for his loss now, right? Just come to terms with it, accept it, put it out into the universe. It's an immutable fact. It's gonna happen. So if he comes to terms with it now, it's not gonna hit him as hard. So
Brandon, I got an idea, dude. Don't even worry about the match. Don't even go. Just come play Smash Brothers with us, man. I got a game controller. You can just come play Smash. It's
it's fun.
It's a good time. Roxy's not invited though. Don't invite her.
So I have a bit of advice for you though, Zipper, just based on what just transpired.
Sure.
Adult diapers. You know, Jordan would have just peed himself on the court. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
a good note.
I'm already in one.
Christian's in the chat. We gotta wrap. Winston, sit down.
All right, whatever.
All right, back to the desk. Sorry about that, Zip. Next time.
It's okay.
All right, so that was something. But
let's not bury the lead. Something is the appropriate term for what we just witnessed. Winston apparently wearing the same garb as an astronaut, furiously driving across the Southeast. But Christian, I don't know that you and I, in 8 now seasons of doing this, have ever seen a more ceremonial post-match interview with the losing squad. They seem positively delighted.
I love it. It reminds me of season 5 when Winston and Zip came into the league together. They brought a positive energy. You were excited when they played. And then once Zip kind of turned his back on Winston, they both got very serious. And to see them together again, laughing together, it's a nice thing, win or lose, because as Zip said, Zip is a very serious singles player. He took Ethan Irwin to the very last second. It seems that's what happens with Zipper lately. He's just there. He's right on the line. He almost gets that big win. I feel Zip's going to have that big win. He didn't get it today, but I feel like he's going to get that big win very, very soon. And I think with Winston in his corner, it's more likely.
Careful, everyone. I'm about to use a sports reference, so bear with me. Christian, when I'm watching the Washington football team and they happen to win a game, then I'm happy. I'm hanging out in my apartment, no problem. If they lose, I need to go on a long walk with the dog to recalibrate my emotions. Doesn't it seem like the long walk is going to be Brandon Hanna's tonight, just given his demeanor? I know he's happy to win, but Zip seems like it's time to pop the champagne. And so this may be a loss for Zipper, and it may be a win for Hanna. But going forward, I think Hanna might have been the more frazzled player today.
Easily.
And Zipper cools a cucumber. How's that going to play out the rest of the season? All I know is this. Watching this match, it was like watching Steph and Seth Curry have a shooting contest in Dell's backyard. This was an epic display of inner geekdom know-how.
It was a lot of fun. You guys got to see it. So I hope you enjoyed it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have another big match tomorrow. And this is a Star Wars match. You're going to see the debut of Gold Leader and the debut of Lacey Gillerin, the one and only Lacey Gillerin. That's going to happen tomorrow here. So come back 2 p.m. PST. And for all of you guys who are joining us for the first time, join us on Patreon, patreon.com/Schmoedown. $10 tier. We do 3 big pay-per-views per month. You get them all at the $10 tier. And faction merch. You want to support Zip? You want to support Winston? Get some of that swag merch. What happens when you do? Well, a percentage of those profits go into a big pool that they all play. Like Brandon Hanna and Roxy and the Stars. Get some Stars merch. Every time that you purchase anything inside of that faction merch, it goes into a big pool that they play at the end of the year. So support the players, support the managers, and that's what they'll be playing for at the end of the year. Partner, it was a good one.
It's very exciting. I mean, I always thought the best deal in town was that Arby's 5 for 5 for beef and cheddar 20 years ago. But now this Patreon, it's $10 and you get all those pay-per-view matches each and every month. Come on over to the good side, the light side of the force. We're happy to have you here in, I'm still going to call it Schmoeville. It's the movie trivia Schmoedown. Thanks to all the competitors and managers here today, the amazing Jen Sturger, our incredible hard-working tech team behind the scenes, and that crack writing staff that Christian loves to tout so much. And yeah, I guess I'm feeling nice. Thank you too, Christian. It's a fun one.
Thank you. All right, so for Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Harloff. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Oh boy, that was tiring. Oh, what a match. Oh, I'm feeling this tired and I didn't even play. I was just watching and commentating. What the hell was going through their minds when they were playing? Oh, wow. Wow. I think this beat the Mark-on-Opic Rachel Cushing sudden death, but oh, wow. That took a lot out of me. In any case, this is my score. You'll notice right off the bat, it's the highest score I've ever had in any match ever, primarily because of the sudden death matches. I think I got like 5 questions in... No, 5 or 6. Definitely missed a couple. By the way, my score was 22, but then I checked it. That's why I looked it up on my phone. The 2004 Punisher is called The Punisher. Punisher, no the, is the Dolph Lundgren version from 95, I believe. So, because I answered Punisher, not The Punisher, I wasn't going to give myself the point. I erased my point from off the board. But in any case, that was a lot of fun. I definitely really enjoyed it, but oh boy. And I got 2 more matches coming up after this one, so we'll see if I'll even last 2 more matches now. So anyways, that's all I have to say regarding this post-match thing. Again, ended with a loss for me because I wanted Ben and Hanna to win. I wanted Eric Zipper to smash the hell out of Ben and Hanna. It didn't happen. But again, since he did lose, what a way to lose. Am I right? 9 questions in sudden death is nothing to sneeze at. We all know, we saw just how great Brendan Hanna and Eric Zipper are in this match. So that's my final thoughts on the matter. Thank you all for watching if you have, and I'll see you in the next match as soon as I have time to watch it. Until then, everybody, Schmoedown! Hello again, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it. So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.